Today we're out on Craigleith to do a seal pup count of the grey seal colony here. We've seen a lot of big females lower down in the water, which are going to be preparing to have their pups. They're going to have their pups pretty soon, we think. And there's quite a few others that have already had their pups, and they're just down in this little gully here. So we've seen quite a few seal pups. We've counted 18. All of them are still fully white and fluffy, apart from the ones that have been rolling around in the mud. But that suggests that they're probably less than 12 days old, because it's about 12 days when they start molting some of that white fur. So that means basically they kind of shed it like a dog. If we don't keep track of what the populations are like year after year, then we can't see whether there's an improvement or whether there's actually a decline. And if we were to see the population here decreasing, then it might suggest that there's something happening in the surrounding environment that is actually having a negative impact. The adults are a good bit bigger than the pups. But another way of seeing the difference is the colour. So grey seal pups are the ones that you'll probably see in a lot of pictures where they're really white and fluffy. Whereas the adults, if they've been out of the water for a wee while, they can look quite pale if they've dried off, but generally they're a lot darker. And it's only when the pups start to molt that they start becoming darker too. We've been really careful to go very quietly, taking a wide berth around the colony down there and looking from a distance. So if at any point we were to see them looking at us and kind of starting to stir a little bit and seeming anxious, then we would immediately start backing away and give them space. But currently, as you can see, they're pretty relaxed at the moment. They're just sitting there having a nice time. Craigleith, it's pretty inaccessible for a lot of people. So there's no easy landing site for people to come round and climb onto the island. It's just a really nice, safe, quiet, easy place and have their pups. Usually during the summer, in the area down there where the seals currently are, we would actually have a lot of puffins nesting in burrows. It's a great place for a whole variety of different seabirds during the summer. But it's just as exciting over the winter. Today, when we came on the island, we were treated to the spectacle of a buzzard flying over and getting mobbed by two peregrines. And we were treated to some really nice views of the peregrines perched up on the rocks there. So there's still a huge variety of wildlife that use this island throughout the year. The seal pups, I'll admit, are really, really cute, and it is so tempting to get up close to them and see them, but that isn't ideal for the pups. They can get quite scared of people coming close to them, and especially if you have a dog along the beach, the pup might be scared into the water before it's actually ready to go in. It might still have that white fluffy coat on it, which isn't really waterproof. They shouldn't really be in the water at that stage. If they do get scared out of the area where they were, it means that the mum might not come back and be able to find it. A lot of the time, the mum will actually be close by. So if she was to come back to the area where she left her pup and it was no longer there, then she might eventually end up abandoning that pup. So if you were to see a seal on the beach, the best thing to do is just give it some space, keep your distance. If you have a dog, just pop it on the lead as you're going past. If you have some binoculars, then you can just find a nice spot far away and you can still get a really good view of them through these. And just be nice and quiet. We can all share the same spaces, just as long as we leave space for the wildlife that's there. There's a variety of different ways that people can help. They can either come out and volunteer, so you can apply to volunteer for seal counts, for example. You can get some training in it. You can go out and do activities along the coastline, like beach cleans, which is helping to improve the environment for wildlife. But you can also do a really simple thing like donate to environmental charities. You could become a member of the Seabird Centre and help us continue doing some of this work that we do out, not just on Craigleith, but on all the islands around North Berwick and along the coastline too.